All right, so I'd like to explain to you the difference between a stencil and a mask. It might seem like a silly distinction, but it is actually helpful to know which is which when you're making artworks. So you're probably familiar with the concept of stencils. So for instance, this is a stencil of a butterfly, right? Pretty simple, it's just a shape cut out of a piece of paper. But this is actually a mask of a butterfly, which is also really simple. It's a shape cut out of a piece of paper. And actually these two belong together. So they're one cut essentially of a shape out of a piece of paper. Now the difference is that a stencil like this actually has the image is the cutout part, right? So the image is where the paper isn't. But with a mask, the image is where the paper is. And this may seem like a silly thing to explain, but it is very useful when you're making different kinds of artwork to know what to use in which situation. So you can see, for example, that I've used this mask before to protect the area of an artwork behind it that I wanted to be in the shape of a butterfly. So for instance, this yellow paint is paint that I have sponged onto the artwork around the edge, but I'm using this mask to essentially mask off the edge of that shape so that I don't turn that butterfly yellow. So, and then with the stencil, I mean, I'm sure you might have seen some of my artworks that are essentially just like a butterfly on a white piece of paper. That's how I would achieve that, is using this paper, the stencil, to block off all of the parts that I want to keep white. So they're very similar, but depending on what you're doing, it's useful to have masks and stencils. So yeah, thanks for watching.